best of luck to both players here for game number 1. Go for it. Oh, is he going to hold out a little too long? Just about survives, but Toogie plays with fire and gets burned and tops out at 411. Gets the well back open. Has to keep it open, though. And can Toogie do that? Doesn't get the square all the way over, and Toogie's in trouble, and Toogie is going to top out. Oh, but that board's climbing. Misdrops the long bars, and Toogie tops out at 973. Couldn't get the square all the way over, and Miles is going to top out at 756. Looking to get that cleared. Oh! 19, and this board is really high up, and Tega's going to top out at 920. Miles in the lead here. Center well was open for a brief moment there, but the long board came just too late. Now has a dependency there in column 3, has to fill it in. And Tega's right back where he started. Oh, and Tega's in trouble, and Tega can't get it done. Tega will top out at 508. Very nearly got a fantastic dig done. And this is match number 1 of 4 that will be streamed today. Best of luck to both players. Have fun. Haha, funny sibling joke to start us off. But we'll get underway for game number 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And we are going with same pieces. Okay. We've confirmed that. We've gotten that out of our system. Now, of course, this is Division 1B in Season 25 of the Classic Tetris League here. And Sidnev going to start off with having to cover the well a little bit here, but we'll get it back open. Gets 3 nice burns there. And Scuti having to do the same. Both players with quite the drought to start us off. And it will be Sidnev who gets the first Tetris here. Scuti gets the well back open. We'll take a double there. And Scuti will get his first Tetris. Tetris Sidnev as well. Scuti with the second. Another Tetris for Scuti there. Sidnev having one line of clutter there. Gets the long bar just in time after clearing that. Tetris Sidnev. Both players seem to have gotten over that rocky start here. And right now, both have clean boards at the moment. That LP Sidnev is Tetris ready. Nice tuck with the J for Scuti. Scuti is also Tetris ready, and there it is. Tetris for Scuti, Tetris for Sidnev, not too long after. And currently, just about it is Scuti who has the lead here on 149. Now on 172 with the Tetris. Sidnev with a Tetris right after on 168. So 172 Scuti, 168 Sidnev. And Tetris for Scuti here now has a Tetris and change lead here. Sidnev will get a Tetris as well. And it's an extremely close match so far in the early game, which is pretty much what we expected. Because both of these players are just on another level. I mean, literally, they're in Division 1. So they are quite literally on another level compared to other Tetris players. How'd you become... Okay, R75, how'd you become a top-level restreaming master overnight? I don't know. I guess I winged it? I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a restreaming master. I just call myself a restreamer. But thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. 283 Sidnev, 246 Scuti, and Sidnev in a little bit of a drought here. We'll get the long bar eventually. Tetris Sidnev. Scuti will follow with a Tetris not too long after. Sidnev now with a 2 Tetris lead or so on 329. Scuti 293. Tetris Scuti there, bringing it down to just half a Tetris now. And another drought for both players here. Sidnev will get the long bar now. Just get the Tetris with that. Now having a little bit of an odd board here. Is setting up for the Vits there. Will the long bar come to get that done? Oh, has to cover it. Not what she wanted there, but we'll play it safe. Gets it back open. Won't be set up for a Vits anymore, unfortunately. We can set up for a 4th column Tetris here. Still as it opens. Scuti now within half a Tetris here. And Tetris Sidnev now up to 406. Scuti 368. Rip the setup. Yeah, Sidnev might be scoring Tetrises, but it doesn't matter because the Vitz was sacrificed. So it's all for nothing. And another Tetris for Sidnev there. Now gets everything back over to the right. Still maintains a Tetris and a half lead here. Scuti gets a Tetris though and brings it back down. 437 Scuti, 453 Sidnev. And both players on great pace at the moment. Both at hovering around 75% Tetris rates or so. And that shows in the score only 6,000 points separating the two at the moment. Nice spin there for Sidnev. Takes a couple of burns. And just get the Tetris there. Tetris, Sidnev. Now both players are on 500,000 points. And will soon transition to level 19 here. Vitz are more important than Tetrises. Truer words have never been spoken. Who cares about score, right? Flair is the name of the game now. Clearly. Both players have just been absolutely impossible to separate so far in this game. Less than a Tetris separating the two at the moment pretty much all game. It has been like that. 575 for Scuti, but Sidnev in the lead on 593. And now Sidnev has another opportunity for a Vitz here. He's going to go for it, but instead has to do a couple of tucks there. And Sidnev will be the first to transition. She will transition on 594. Gets a Tetris there on level 19. Scuti transitions on 601. But enters level 19 on a little bit of drive there. Gets the long bar to the left-hand side there. Scuti in a little bit of a dig here, and that will allow Sidnev to extend out this lead she has here. Now 2.5 Tetris ahead of Scuti. Both players now on level 20. Sidnev set up for the Tetris here, just waiting for the long bar. There it is. Nice single. Tetris Sidnev. 696. Scuti 638. Scuti again having to do a couple of burns there. And now a 3 Tetris lead for Sidnev and another Tetris for Sidnev. Long bar for Scuti there. Tetris as well. 778 Sidnev, 670 Scuti, and Sidnev has now broken into about 100,000 point lead here. Both players keeping that aggression. Scuti with another Tetris there. Sidnev getting the long bar just in time for another Tetris, but oh, misdrops the T there. Gonna have to work on that now, and this is an opportunity for Scuti to get back into this match and close down this gap potentially. Is set up for the Tetris there, and there it is, Tetris Scuti, but it has a couple of holes there in row 3. We'll get them cleaned out. Sidnev is clean again as well. So Scuti not being able to eat into that lead too much there. Sidnev maintaining about a 3.5 Tetris lead at the moment. 871 Sidnev, 761 for Scuti, and Tetris Sidnev again up to 901 on level 24. Nice tucks there for Sidnev. Now Tetris ready here. Both players Tetris ready now. Just waiting for that long bar and a little bit of a drought at the moment. There's the long bar for Scuti. Tetris for Scuti. And Tetris for Sidnev as well. 967 Sidnev, 855 Scuti here. Sidnev there with another hole in the stack. Gets it filled out, but creates another hole as well. Oh, misdrop there for Sidnev. And now she has to do a bit more digging here. And Scuti now has another opportunity to reduce this deficit and is taking full advantage of it. Now only 25,000 points separated to 977 Sidnev, 950 Scuti. The Tetris Sidnev there, and max out for Sidnev on 1,015,000, Scuti 958. Scuti there gets the well clean again. Tetris Scuti 997 now. Sidnev 1,049,000. A Tetris and a half separating the two. Kill screens will be coming up soon. And now both players on a max out. As Scuti gets past 1,000,000 points here. And Scuti now set up for a 7th column Tetris there. Gets it. And Sidnev is now on kill screen on 1,026,000 here. But the Tetris lead here is only a Tetris and a half here. 1,032,000 Sidnev, 1,075,000 Scuti. And now Scuti goes to kill screen on 1,011,000 here. This game is still anyone's. Sidnev setting up for the Tetris here. Is set up. Waiting for that longboard. It's got to come soon. There it is. Tetris Sidnev, 1,215,000, 94,000 point lead here. Scuti also set up here. And another Tetris for Sidnev. Gets the long bar just in time there. Scuti gets the Z tucked in to make the board a little bit neater here. But now in a bit of a dig, and Sidnev can extend this lead out further and further and potentially put this more and more out of reach for Scuti here. 4 Tetris lead at the moment, 1.3 for Sidnev, 1.15 for Scuti. Another Tetris for Sidnev up to 1.343. And another Tetris for Sidnev. 5.5 Tetrises separating the two at the moment, but that is pretty much no time at this speed, pretty much. Tetris for Scuti there, 1,204 now. 218,000 points separating. Another Tetris for Sidnev here. Sidnev playing very cleanly on level 29 plus on post here. And Scuti again in the dig. Takes the triple there. But now fighting to survive here. As time is starting to run out for Scuti. But now Sidnev in a little bit of a dig here. Still has the board low enough to where it's, at least on this speed, relatively comfortable, but it's never comfortable on level 29. And now both players in that dig. Oh, Scuti couldn't get the square all the way over. Needs to get something on that left side, does. And Scuti might just get out of this. Sidnev in a little bit of trouble here, but still maintaining a 245,000 point lead at the moment. Both players on 36 and 37. Could we see double super kill screen, potentially? Sidnev set up for the dirty center well Tetris. Oh, but she has to cover the well, and Sidnev is going to top out at 1,526,000. Scuti in a very difficult chase down here. 238,000 points needed, but Scuti's board still on Tetris for Scuti. On level 37, needs to get something on the right, but it's not going to happen. And Scuti tops out at 1,333,000. That is almost... that is almost 3 million combined score from both players. That is insane. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, Sidnev starting a little bit late there, but that's fine. That is okay. She got started, that's what matters. Both players will get a Tetris at around the same time there to start off this match. Scuti is immediately set up for another one, and we'll get it. So is Sidnev, so both players with an identical start to the match so far in terms of pace. And another Tetris for Scuti here, another Tetris Sidnev. So far, both players had start off the first 3 Tetrises perfect there. Scuti with a couple of burns there, going to break that perfect streak, but Sidnev's still on it. And it's set up for another here, and there it is. I remember the last time that I restreamed one of these games that Sidnev was playing, I think it was 11 in a row she got at one point, which was crazy to watch. But won't be this game anyway, as Sidnev has taken a burn here. Scuti currently in the lead on 137, Sidnev 114. Now, both players were briefly tied for a second on the exact same amount of points. Now exactly 1 Tetris separates the two. Sidnev will get a single burn there, which will break it up a little bit. Never mind, I guess. I was wrong. Both players are now on the exact same pace pretty much again. Both are tied on 183,921 points. Very aggressive play from Scuti here. Does get the Tetris. Oh, and Scuti couldn't get the square all the way in there. But won't have much work to do to get the well back open. And does get a Tetris there as the reward. Tetris Scuti and Tetris Sidnev as well. Just 10,000 points separating them so far as we're at about line 50 or so. Scuti is slightly ahead on lines. Probably owing to the fact that Sidnev did start the game slightly later. Oh, and a bit of a spire there, and Sidnev with a last-second adjustment to make sure that that spire doesn't get any worse. Sidnev getting the right side back open here. Well, Scuti has a hole there in row 4, gets it back open, now has a long bar dependency, fills that in. Scuti now Tetris ready. Waiting for that long bar, getting quite high on the left side there. Takes the triple, nice tuck with the J, perfectly set up, and there it is. Tetris for Scuti here. Is immediately set up for another one, and there's another one down for Scuti. And set up again for another, and there's another Tetris for Blue Scuti, and Scuti will take the lead here on 366, Sidnev 329. Sidnev there with a couple of tucks, and we'll also get another Tetris there. Sets up straight away for another one. As I always say, it's back and forth Tetris action here at the moment. Scuti now in a 25-piece drought, does eventually get the long bar there. Does have a hole at the bottom of the stack, but can build on top of that just fine. Scuti had to cover that right side briefly, gets it back open. Long bar is there, Tetris Scuti as well. Now Sidnev is in that same drought. We'll get everything low and organized here. 461 Scuti, 405 Sidnev. Both players at now about 100 lines or so. Scuti maintaining this lead, about 3.5 Tetrises separating the two at the moment. Both have been playing very cleanly at the moment, have very good pace here. 77% Tetris rate for Scuti, 75 for Sidnev here, although, to be fair, max outs are pretty much expected almost every game for both players. Sidnev had the opportunity for a Vitz there, doesn't decide to take it. Instead, going for a tuck with a J piece there, and we'll get it. Last second adjustment there with that long bar now creates a dependency there in column 6. That should be looking to square away as soon as possible. Gets it back down, gets it back open, but has another dependency created as a result. Scuti will be the first to transition to level 19 here on 606. Sidnev is behind on lines at the moment. We'll have a little bit more breathing room in regards to pacing here. But Scuti does have about a 100,000 point lead now. Sidnev will transition in about 2 Tetrises or so. And there's one of them. 684 Scuti, 597 Sidnev. Sidnev will transition to level 19 there with a misdrop straight away, but on 597, and gets the Vitz. But that misdrop is going to prove to be a little bit of a headache here for a moment. Scuti having to do a little bit of digging here as well, but does get everything open and clean very quickly again. Very nice solve there from Scuti. Nice tuck with the J there. Dirty Tetris for Sidnev there, up to 658 now, 725 Scuti. Sidnev's board here not looking the greatest, but should get everything cleaned up soon here. And a nice dirty Tetris there for Sidnev, but that left side is looking pretty heavy there, especially considering there is a few holes there at the bottom that should be dealt with as soon as possible. Sidnev, for the moment, is going to work with this. And she's set up for another dirty Tetris here. Gets the single to keep the well back open. Nice adjustment there with the L. Tetris Sidnev again, up to 750. Scuti 790. But Scuti there now with a couple of holes again in that stack. Scuti there with the triple. Both players with a couple of holes in their stack at the moment, and we'll be working to get them cleaned up soon. But Sidnev at the moment working with that third row setup here. Is going to get another Tetris here, and that's going to clean away most of that left side there. But Sidnev continuing to work with this, and gets another Tetris there as a reward for her. 876 now. Scuti 899. Just one less than a Tetris separating the two at the moment. Scuti is Tetris ready here on row 2, and we'll get another row 2 Tetris there. Tetris Scuti 932, Sidnev 910. don't lie in Twitch chat. Apologies if I'm not reading the chat too much this game. This game is incredibly entertaining, and all my attention is currently on that. Oh, misdrop there for Sidnev. Didn't get the tuck that she wanted to get done. Does just about have the lead here by only a couple thousand points here. Scuti will be able to get set up for a Tetris again here soon. Gets the well back open. Is Tetris ready here? Waiting for that long bar. There it is. Tetris, Scuti up to 988. Sidnev 960. And Sidnev finally with a clean board here, but now needing a T-spin there. Not going to be able to get it in time. T-piece comes a little bit too late there. Sidnev holding out for that long bar. Eventually comes. There it is. Tetris, Sidnev up to 996 now. Scuti's on kill screen now. 1,071,000. Scuti with a clean board at the moment. Tetris, Scuti, 1,012,000 now. Sidnev gets max out as well, and will transition to kill screen on 1,043,000. 100,000 points separating the two at the moment, but 21 lines in terms of pace separating the two at the moment. So Scuti still has work to do here. Needs to put as much ground between himself and Sidnev as possible here. As Sidnev definitely has the advantage on lines, and oh, Scuti couldn't get the long bar all the way over, and Scuti can't get anything done there. Scuti will top out at 1,196,008 points. Sidnev needing a Tetris and a half here to take game 2 on level 31 at the moment. Can just line this out if she wants. And so far, that is what she's doing right now. Gets a triple as well. Just 36,000 points to go here for Sidnev. On level 33 now, plenty of time before level 39. It's getting a little bit high there, but so far so good. 16,000 points to go for Sidnev. Gets the right side back open here, takes more doubles and singles. 7,000 to go. Just a couple more lines will do it. And that double does it. Sidnev will take game number 2 here. GG's, and another incredible match from both players here. Both, once again, taking the kill screen, but Sidnev's going to keep going here. Oh, couldn't get the left side Tetris there. Gets another chance at Tetris. Sidnev, what was that, 6, 7, 8 lines up? On like row 8 or something like that. Incredible from Sidnev. Trying to set for it dirty. Center well Tetris. On level 36. And Sidnev ending the game in style there will take game number 2. Action in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players starting off this game like the last with a bit of a drought here. The last 19 pieces there, and both players will eventually get their first Tetrises of the match. Both had to do a couple of burns there. Nice T-spin there from Sidnev. Clean start for both players at the moment here. Just getting Tetris after Tetris down here. Getting into the groove of this match. Just 1 point to separate them at this rate. Sidnev with a commanding 1 point lead on 115,521. And Scuti gets 1 pushdown point and ties it up. Just as I was about to make a funny joke about the fact that Sidnev is always ahead by 1 point. Thanks, Scuti. Why does Sidnev start off with 1 score? I don't know, you tell me. My name is not Sidnev, so I wouldn't know. Probably because it's funny. And also to ensure that in the rare case, it usually is because in the rare case, nice fits from Scuti, in the rare case of a Club 0, which wouldn't probably happen at this level, you never know, at least it won't be a Club 0. If an early top, like a really early top happens. That's what I think it is, but you're better off asking her, I suppose. Alex T is in the house. The boss is here. Speaking of, you might have noticed that one of those advertisements there is for Tetris Boss Battles, the event that I'm hosting, May 11th. Wink, wink. That's gonna be fun. I can't wait to host. That's gonna be really, really cool. I'm glad that there seems to be a lot of excitement for this type of thing again. Scuti there with a couple of holes there, fairly high up, but should be okay to get everything squared away. But, oh, that long bar not being able to get used for a Tetris there. Having to continue to dig here. Gets the well back open. Is going to try to keep it open. Does. Tetris Scuti there. Sidnev currently having a 2.5 Tetris lead here on 326. Scuti 265. Yeah, congrats on 10K, Alex. Congrats. A Tetris sensation. On Twitch.tv. Me next. Anyway, both players in a 26-piece drought there, but both will get through it relatively unscathed. Both have clean stacks at the moment. Scuti set up for a Vits here, and we'll get the Vits. He's set up for another here. Scuti opting to get a couple of tucks here instead. Nice spin there with the Z. But Sidnev now with a commanding 4.5 Tetris lead here at the moment on 445. Scuti with the Tetris there on 367. I mean, in comparison to the followers he was on, probably. But I wouldn't know, like, in terms of total followers gained. I'm not sure, but the growth is insane. And it's good to see a lot of new faces coming in as well from Scout's video and just the whole story and everything. If this is your first Tetris stream, hi! My name is Adamirish, and I do this thing a lot. And if you don't know who these people are on your screen, you soon will. 539 for Sidnev, 464 for Scuti here. I say if you don't know who both these people are, I'm sure like everyone has heard about Scuti one way or another. At the very least. Tetris Sidnev here now, still maintaining that 4 Tetris lead here. But Scuti maintaining aggression. Both players on incredible pace here. Scuti on 72% pace, but 85% Tetris rate for Sidnev here. Nice tuck with the T to keep that well back open and is set up for another Tetris here. Waiting for the long bar. Comes a little bit too late there, but has the well back open. Another long bar comes shortly after for Sidnev and another Tetris for her there. Scuti will be the first to transition to level 19 on 579. Sidnev will transition on 658. So now both players are on level 19 here, and Scuti gets that right side back open now. Is Tetris ready again? Sidnev does the same. Both players holding out for a long bar here in a pretty big drought there. 33 pieces. Sidnev gets through it, and so does Scuti here. Both players getting a Tetris at the end of that. Nice couple of burns there for Scuti. Sidnev, meanwhile, sets up for the J-Tuck there. Gets the J-Tuck. Sidnev now set up for a Tetris in column 9 there, and we'll get a Tetris in column 9. Still in lead by about 2 Tetris, so on 786. Scuti 751 here. And another Tetris for Sidnev there. Scuti with a bit of weight on that well there. Gets it back open very quickly. Very nice solve there for Scuti. Both players showing incredibly efficient digging all match so far. Tetris for Scuti. Now just within a Tetris and change of Sidnev here. Scuti has had a perfect start to this season so far in terms of matches won. And needs to stay alive in this match and needs to win this match to keep that dream of a perfect season alive. Tetris Scuti, Tetris Sidnev, simul Tetris for both. Just 4,000 points separating the two at the moment. And more tucks being set up here by Sidnev. Nice tuck with the J as well. Creative stacking from both throughout this match. Sidnev ready for the Tetris there. Gets another Tetris down. Now on 961. Scuti has the lead now, though, on 987. It is back and forth here at the moment. Both players just scoring Tetris after Tetris here, not letting the other out of their sights here. Just 7,000 points separating both at the moment as both have now maxed out here on level 27. Sidnev now on level 28. Kill screens are coming for both players, and we are pretty much set to see our third consecutive game in a row here go to kill screen. And how far can both players push this battle in game 3? Both will transition with their next line clear here. And Sidnev will transition to kill screen on 1,106. A little bit of trouble early on there, but we'll get everything cleared up. And Tetris for Sidnev on 1,148. Tetris for Scuti, 1,204. A Tetris and a half for lead here for Scuti. But Sidnev now set up for a Tetris and gets the long bar immediately after. Tetris Sidnev, 1,095. Scuti, 1,246. Scuti with a long bar dependency there in column 3. Needs to get that filled in as soon as possible. There's the long bar to fill it in. And Scuti setting up for a dirty Tetris. Here it is going to get a dirty Tetris for Scuti. Gets the well back open as well. Has a clean board right now. So does Sidnev. And now a 2 Tetris lead for Scuti here. 96,000 points separate to 2. Oh, missed drop there for Sidnev. Couldn't get the T all the way over. Gets the long bar all the way over to get that stack near there. Scuti has a clean board at the moment and can score another Tetris here and gets another Tetris. Tetris Scuti. Now a 3.5 Tetris lead here. Level 33 for both players now. Sidnev is falling further and further behind here. And is going to need to get this board clean ASAP, or it needs to set up for Tetrises. It needs to do anything to be able to reduce this lead somehow. Scuti now 200,000 points ahead on level 35. Sidnev still working on it here, but Scuti continuing to push further and further ahead here. 1.5 million for Scuti, 1.3 for Sidnev. But Sidnev set up for the Tetris here in column 8. Gets it. Tetris Sidnev, 1,355,000 now. Both players on level 36. Could we see double super kill screen? We could have gotten in game 1. We very nearly did. And now we've eclipsed 3 million combined score here. 1.6 Scuti, 1.4 Sidnev. And this is unreal. I almost have no words here. Tetris Sidnev, 1,456. 4 Tetris lead here. For Sidnev. Both players on level 38. Surely not. Both players with a clean board at the moment. Tetris Scuti. And Sidnev also ready for the Tetris. Can't get anything over on the left. Gets the Tetris. 5 Tetris lead here for Scuti. Level 39. Double kill screens weren't on, but it doesn't matter. Scuti will take game 3 here. Absolutely incredible. 3.3 million almost. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Is he even Irish? What kind of question is that now? What kind of silly question is that? Do you dare to question my nationality? Adam Irish doesn't sound Irish. I will not have this. I will not settle. I will not. I'm not even going to acknowledge it anymore. You can think what you want. That's all I'll say. You can think all you want. I'm not going to acknowledge it because giving slanderous accusations like that attention only fuels the accusations is what I've learned. Anyway, both players are underway here for a game of Tetris. Out of many games of Tetris. Both players will get a simul Tetris here. I'd have to speak like a leprechaun, and people won't say that anymore. Funny you mention that. Over on my channel, if someone gift subs or subscribes to the channel in any way, someone does a sub, I always do a game of commentary with an over-exaggerated Irish accent. So if you want to do something like that, anytime that I'm restreaming over at Adamirish18, wink wink, link is in the command, then yeah, you can hear the true Adamirish18 voice. As for literally why my voice is like this, I don't know. Blame overexposure to American TV as a kid. But I can assure you I do come from the land of saints and scholars. Anyway, both players are well underway here. Sidnev playing very aggressively here to start off. And does get a Tetris there eventually. Holding out for that long bar, gets the double here to make this stack a little bit more manageable. Scuti here with a little bit of digging to do. Thought about setting up for a dirty Tetris, opts to take the double instead. But now is set up for a dirty Tetris anyway, and we'll get it. Dirty Tetris for Scuti here. Might have to add it as a channel point. What if I'm not commentating, Kingsman? What are you going to do then? Well, will you have to just drag me into VCN and be like, Irish, Adam Irish, do the voice. The channel points were requested. Okay. Okay, chat. I'll cut you a deal. I will cut you a deal. How about this? You guys get the prize pool to 1,800 by the end of this game. And if there is a game 5, then I will do game 5 in an Irish accent. How about that? In a true, full-blooded Irish accent. That is your incentive to go and donate to the prize pool, the Matcherino. 1776 right now. If we get to 1,800, I'll do it. That's your incentive. I'm watching. 396 for Sidnev, 352 for Scuti here. Yeah, if it doesn't happen on game 5, then it'll be game 1 of Fractal and Tega. We'll make that deal. There we go. But that's your objective. Get us to $1,800. And we'll do it. You have until the end of this game. Sidnev in a little bit of a drive there. We'll get the long bar eventually. Tetris for Sidnev, now waiting for a tuck. And a nice tuck there with the T-piece. Set up for another Tetris here. Yeah, Kroyos, you were there when I did the voice. Kroyos, do me a favor and, like, just gas it up. Like, get these people motivated to want to hear the voice. Tell them all about the joys. 536 for Sidnev, 470 for Scuti here. And oh my god, someone has donated $24 to get us up to 1,800. You know what that means? Next game, whether it's between these two or whether it's between Fractal and Tega, you will hear the true Adam Irish experience happen. Anyway, it is line 117. I've barely done any commentary. Apologies to both players. Currently, both players have played a very efficient and great game on pace. 86% for Sidnev, 80% for Scuti here. Both players are definitely on for at least a 600k transition here. Sidnev is slightly ahead on lines at the moment on 630. Or on lines on 125, Scuti 119. Is ahead on points on 630 by 3.5 Tetrises. 630 lines, imagine. Sidnev transitions to level 19 on 677. Scuti will transition in 2 Tetrises or so. Does have an advantage on lines here compared to Sidnev here, but Sidnev is just blasting out into a lead by 5.5 Tetrises here. But yeah, you guys got it. You guys got to 1,800. So you guys will get it. You guys will get the voice next game. That is a promise. Imagine if a game that this enthralling and entertaining gets a game 5 and I have to do it in a goofy Irish voice. That'd be so funny. Level 21 now for Sidnev. Level 20 Scuti here. Sidnev in a massive drought at the moment. 30 pieces. Now up to 35. Still waiting on that long bar. Getting nice burns here. We're now up to 40-piece drought here. 42 pieces before Sidnev got that long bar. Finally gets the long bar for the Tetris there. Survives that drought. Now Scuti is going to be in that drought. Scuti's halfway through it now. Well, he's created a hole there. But Sidnev now in a little bit of trouble here. Needs the right pieces to get this cleaned up. Scuti gets the long bar there, finally gets a Tetris. 88,000 point gap between the two. Scuti has knocked this down to about 3 Tetrises now, but Sidnev now, with a lot of work to do, gets a very dirty Tetris there. That was abhorrent. That was manic, that Tetris. That was just nuts. Dirty Tetris doesn't begin to describe that one. 892 Sidnev, 824 for Scuti here. Scuti set up on the left side. Gets a single there, creates a hole. Gets it back open. Is Tetris ready here? Holding out for Longbar, and another drought here. Longbar comes a little bit too late, gets the well back open. Oh, but couldn't get it all the way over to the left. Tries again, can't get it done. And Scuti, it's going to top out at 829. And Sidnev on 975. Scuti's devastated, but Sidnev will take game number 4 here and will win this match. Scuti's perfect streak this season has come to an end. In the cruelest of fashions. Incredibly unlucky there for Blue Scuti, but I have to say, with all my heart, that this match was absolutely incredible. Both players played the game of their lives here, pushed to the limit of what both these players can accomplish. Sidnev is going to mullen this out. But now she's in a little bit of trouble here. Will she be able to dig out of this? Oh, don't tell me. Oh, I thought she was setting up for a dirty Tetris for a second. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, she takes the triple instead. On kill screen, but the board, there it goes. Another max out for Sidnev there. Wow. Wow is all I have to say, and wow is all I'm going to say. Congratulations to Sidnev there. Takes the game 3-1. I'll go ahead and quickly get this game reported.
Just there. Dangler with the lead, 209 to 191, and has 3 extra lines available to him. Fractal with the Tetris. Dangler burns away that square they put down in columns 9 and 10. Long bar, bang Tetris for Fractal. Back-to-back Tetrises for both players. 286 for Dangler, 283 for Fractal, who's made up a bit of ground here after that early misflip of the L. Another Tetris. You can see the adjustments being made. Both players are making them fast and furious. Really showing their stacking prowess. And their reaction to the next box. Actually, I think that looks like it's got a lot of wear and tear on it, personally. I don't think that's any special coating or anything. 378 for Dangler, 336 for Fractal, as we're more than halfway through level 18. Two of the best stackers I've seen. Yeah, they're pretty good. Blue Scuti lowballing their 29 scores. Saying 1.16 for Noah and 1.14 for Fractal, although if we do get it that close, that'll be pretty high. Alright, so there's... That was weird, but Tetris for Fractal. And another one as well. Again, another great adjustment there for Fractal. Just watching these adjustments from these two players is something special. Fractal gonna have to take care of that bump over in column 2 somehow. And makes it a long bar dependency, but gets a long bar right away, so no problem. As we're at the 100-line turn, Dangler's got about a Tetris lead and change. Apparently we're sleeping on Tetris. Yeah, normally his adjustment game gets him up to row 20, which is not where you want to be as a Tetris player. As we have a drought coming in here, it is more than 30 pieces. There is the long bar finally for Dangler. Bang Tetris, about 34 pieces. But both players, neither of them seem to be phased. Just put more rows on your board. And he tries that. The problem is, at a certain point, you can't. Another Tetris for Fractal. Oh, the misdrop for Dangler. He's very distressed by that, especially right before transition. He knows he's going to be giving up some very crucial pace as Fractal transitions at 578,800. Dangler at 578,740. 60 points of difference. 1,900 into level 19 is the difference. But Fractal's going to be taking this lead, but Dangler is not going to let him have it easy. There's Ryan, 10 by 1. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Got a Tetris for Fractal. Oh, another misdrop for Dangler. Oh, good. This is horrible. What happened? Dangler is in a dig of his own making. Seems to have calmed down and is bringing this board down pretty efficiently, too. Gets the dirty Tetris down the right side, but whoa, that was a couple more pieces from disaster for Dangler. But what the real disaster might be is the fact that Fractal has amassed a 70,000 point lead during all of that. But this, oh, now Fractal getting into a bit of trouble. Right side, or left side rather, is open up. Needs a long bar for this, but is not getting one. Finally, we'll get one. As we're seeing a little bit of a calibration issue with the stack here. You're seeing lines clear that aren't actually there, but it is what it is. Gonna get that long bar down the right side for the triple. And it's set up for a Tetris on row 2. 747 for Fractal, 695 for Dangler. And bang Tetris for both players. One Tetris is all that separates them in pace at the moment. Tetris for Fractal. The Tetris for Dangler. Fractal seems to be considerably ahead in the piece sequence right now. There's a Tetris for Dangler. Fractal waiting on this long bar. Where is it? Has to burn the triple away. Burns another triple away. Still waiting on this long bar. Where is this long bar? This drought is huge. Dangler's getting it now. Oh, and he makes a really bad hang. Oh, Dangler's in a lot of trouble. This drought is still going. 36, 37, 38. We're over 40. And at 49 pieces, we finally see a long bar. And Dangler's board certainly seeing the after effects of that drought. 926 for Fractal, 813 for Dangler. Dangler running out of time to bring this down. And he's gonna top out at 816. Oh, what a poorly timed drought for Dangler there. Fractal takes game number 1. For game number 2, we'll count them down. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It is indeed level 19 time. Dangler started on 18, has to restart at 19. That's okay. It's very easy to do on Jim. And yeah, the last time we saw level 19 starts, at least the last time I saw level 19 starts, it was a bit of a meme. Between these two, this is no meme. This is going to be the real deal. As these two are very proficient. At the McDonald's colors as McDorland's cover. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Tetris for Dangler. Fractal piling up on the right here. Dangler will score, takes the lead, 145 to 123 as Fractal has a little bit of adversity to work through. Tetris for Dangler. Fractal will open up that right side, and that will stop the bleeding for the moment. Got the Tetris for both players. Fractal trying to open up the right side, but it's getting just the wrong pieces to keep this board feeling good. Does finally get everything down, gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. Dangler also with the Tetris, Fractal with another one, so 50 lines through, 289 for Dangler, 234 for Fractal. Transition will occur at 140 lines to level 20.